We're going to do the next part. L is for likes or passions or love, and understanding what is your likes and passions. Now, you might be saying, hey, man, we're here to take a spiritual gift, and so far you've talked about personality, and now you're talking about likes. What in the world does this have to do with anything? And I think it has a lot to do with it because I believe that God has gifted you, and the desire of what you're made to do is the same thing, and he puts that whole picture together for you. A lot of people don't look at it. That's why a lot of people are miserable. They're thinking of God's going to call me to go do something that I'm not made to do, and the truth is the most desperate desire of your heart, God placed there. And so, passion is this. It's at the core of your motivation for everything. I'm going to skip all the way down. There's a couple things there you can look at. One thing I do want to point out before we get into the parts that I want to highlight is passion is a magnifier. So, and that can be both good and bad. So what you focus on, what you're passionate about, it can be very good or very bad. But I'll tell you what, passion and like and that kind of thing is a big magnifier. Jesus had passion at the heart of compassion is passion. And you can see how many times Jesus had it right there. I want to skip down to where it says God wants you to be passionate for him. God wants you to be passionate about him. Psalms 37:4 says, take delight in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. The desires of your heart are found in the Lord. You get how these things go together? And I think a piece of that, and that's why I really highly, encourage you that you came here tonight to do this, is that God wants you to understand how he made you. And finding the desires of your heart is going, hey, if you're doing God's purpose for your life, you'll get that and you'll take delight in it. And it's one of those things that there's a synergy there, just like it's found in the Godhead. You know, that the Father, he exalts, or the Father exalts the Son, and the Son exalts the Father, and there's praise, and it just gets more and better and better. And that's really what's happening here, where it's like God has put a desire in you, and then you're giving back to God, and it doesn't get less, it doesn't diminish. It just gets more, and it's absolutely awesome. The definition of godly passion, I think it's good to have a good definition. It says, is the God-given desire, purpose, interest, or satisfaction that compels us to make a difference. That means acting or serving in a particular area within the community or in the church. So this is the motivation. And I think it's really important that you look at that. What motivates you? What makes you sing? What are the greatest moments of your life? There's two things you can look at. What do you sing about? What do you cry about? What do you celebrate? What do you cry about? What is the worst moment of your life? What is the best moment of your life? Take a look at your passions, because I truly believe at the heart of that, God has something for you. And it is an amazing thing. And here's the question that I want you to ask yourself. What if your personal ministry was perfectly matched with your personal passion? And I believe it could be. And that's really the sweet spot. That's where you want to be. Because when you're doing that, it means you're doing what God designed you to do. Now, there's all kinds of trials and tribulations to get there, okay? It doesn't mean that it's easy. But what it means is, if you don't answer this question, you won't complete the task because you will not be motivated to do so. Willpower will only drive you so far. And then it's what you're made to do. Does that make sense? And God has crafted you, and you go, hey, if God gave you a personality, and he did, and God gave you passion and desires inside yourself, and he has. Now, I think everybody will understand, if only passion and desires are ruling your life, how good is that, right? Then it's just appetite. That's bad, right? I mean, I like chocolate. I'm very passionate about chocolate, but if I eat too much of it, it's a bad thing, right? That's why I say there has to be balance here. Personality, likes and loves and passion, and you got to consider it, or you won't complete the task, because eventually you'll be saying, why am I doing this? Not only is it not fun, it's not fulfilling, because passion will fulfill your life. We're not just talking about fun. So there's a passion assessment. I'm not going to ask you to take that tonight because it would take way too long, and it's fairly lengthy. It should make more sense than the other one, but I will just go over briefly what's in there. So here's what I want you to do. This is part of the homework for tonight. If you didn't know you're getting homework, you're in class, man. And the only reason why there's homework, I don't have to do it, so I'm good. Okay, so passion, read on your own some of these verses, and you'll find some passion in some of the people in the Bible. Okay, that's on verse 15. And then discover your passion. It says to identify some people that you know that have passion. Sometimes that helps, because what you'll find is some of the most successful people in life have the most passion. They're the most passionate people about whatever it is that they're after. Some of it good, some of it bad, okay? You can identify people that have bad purposes, but if they're passionate about it, it's amazing how much they can get done. Okay, then I want you to take the assessment, which is on page 16. Page 16